Okay. We all know that getting enough sleep at night is important, but do we really know how much it affects us? To start off, I want you guys to think about what time you fell asleep last night. How many hours of sleep did you really get? Missing a few hours of sleep might not sound important, but we have to understand why it is. According to the Cleveland Clinic, when we sleep at night, our body restores tissues, helps our brain lock memories, regulates our emotions, and helps boost our immune system's ability to fight off any illnesses. This concludes the following, that not getting enough sleep throughout the night can affect our emotions, focus, and overall physical health. The first thing to know about sleep is how it affects our physical health. Though it's much deeper than having a strained neck or feeling drowsy, sleep can affect much more than you think. Now, 1 or 2 nights of restless sleep can be fixed within a few days of proper rest, but if it's long term, like not getting enough rest for a week, month, or even longer, your body will face physical repercussions, such as an increased stress level, which according to Dr. Gurevich triggers your resting heart rate and blood pressure to increase, leaving a lasting impact on your heart health. If sleep helps build our immune systems, not getting enough sleep will cause the opposite, making one to be more prone to illness and obesity as well as type 2 diabetes, which was stated by Eric Suni. An example of this would be sleep apnea, because those with sleep apnea tend to gain weight from lack of sleep and sleep interruption. Now, you might be thinking, well, everyone knows that our sleep affects us physically, but something to note is that sleep is important because being awake is important, since sleep also affects our cognitive function. Now, if you don't know what cognitive means, it's just a fancier word for saying thinking. So in this case, it's how our sleep affects our overall thinking process. According to the Cleveland Clinic, even just 1 night of bad sleep can cause irritability, sleepiness, slow reaction time, and reduced focus. Bad sleep can also cause problems with memory, attention, and contribute to symptoms of anxiety and depression. Additionally, Kendra Cherry states, lack of sleep can lead to brain fog, which often feels like confusion or trouble concentrating, which will make it difficult for you to recall memories or find the right words for what you want to say. And the more often you stay up, the more chance you'll have developing of symptoms such as anxiety, depression, or even bipolar, causing a vicious cycle that is noticed here by Eric Suni. It all starts with poor sleep and insomnia, leading to feelings of fatigue, difficulty focusing, stress and worry, difficult mental health, and leading back to insomnia and poor sleep, giving you the negative sleep cycle. As the cycle continues, you will find it harder to focus on everyday tasks like school, work, and even personal hygiene. Even at this very moment, are you able to stay focused? Hopefully. We all know getting a good night's sleep is important, so much so that we can have sayings such as, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed this morning? Because our sleep affects our emotions and overall mental health. It's not just about feeling irritable or annoyed. It's more complex than that. Poor sleep can make it harder to regulate one's feelings because it disrupts the amygdala, which is an area of the brain that is responsible for processing emotions. Research by Cherry shows that lack of sleep increases levels of anger and aggression, as sleep deprivation impairs the brain's normal function and reduces its ability to suppress the amygdala's heightened reactivity, as well as increased impulsivity, hyperactivity, and emotional outbursts. Being restless has countless negative effects on our emotions, focus, and overall physical health. Our mind and bodies are connected, so fixing restlessness can be difficult since they both go hand in hand when it comes to getting treatment. It's also easy to get trapped in the continuous cycle of falling asleep late, waking up tired, struggling to fall asleep, and continuing on. However, there are ways to help improve one's sleep hygiene, ranging from getting medical help or to at-home remedies. Listen to this. For those with insomnia, cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT, is available and works by examining patterns of thinking and working in order to reframe one's thinking, stated by Suni. This can meaningfully improve both their sleep and mental state. CBT is also used in counseling for various disorders such as depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. Other than medical health, doing things like establishing a nighttime routine, playing relaxing music, and keeping out distractions can help one fall asleep. Additionally, avoiding things like caffeine, naps during the day, alcohol, too much screen time, and stress can help too. Small intentional changes can help break negative sleep habits and restore the balance between one's mind and body, leading to better sleep and overall well-being. So make sure you get some sleep tonight. And for those interested, here are the sources I used throughout this talk, and thank you all for listening. Yo la puesto.